Hey, everybody. Welcome back. So this time you guys really want to learn about those make or break conversations, huh?
The crucial ones, yeah.
Yeah, you dropped a copy of Crucial Conversations right here, and we're so ready to dig in and give you guys all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
And there's a lot to cover. We're talking 12 whole chapters.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to go through every single one.
We were going to give you the...
And pull out the gems
Yeah.
for you so you can walk away feeling like, okay, I can handle anything
Yeah.
in my work life, personal life, any tough conversation
Yeah.
that comes my way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I really like about this book is that it's not about winning an argument or,
Yeah.
getting your point across. It's really more about creating a space for dialogue
Right.
where everyone feels safe to contribute.
Yeah, just getting all the information out there.
Yeah.
Right. And then we'll sift through it.
Yeah. And I think one of the coolest things we're going to talk about is this idea of the pool of shared meaning and also state my path.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's so practical.
It is.
I love that one.
Absolutely.
Let's just jump right into chapter 1.
Let's do it.
Which basically lays out what makes a conversation crucial.
Well, yeah, think about it. We all have those lighthearted chats with family and friends, but crucial conversations are different. These are the ones with those high stakes.
Yeah.
And where emotions can get really intense.
Mm-hmm.
And you might have opposing opinions.
Totally.
Really different viewpoints.
So it's high stakes, strong emotions, opposing opinions.
That's it, yeah.
That's how you know you're in a
That's your trifecta.
crucial conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So chapter 2 goes on to talk about this idea of dialogue.
Oh, dialogue. Okay.
And it's not just talking at each other.
Right.
It's about creating that shared pool of meaning.
Okay.
Where everybody feels heard
Okay.
and respected.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's sort of if you and your coworker are brainstorming on a project and you're just throwing out ideas and they're throwing out ideas and you're kind of building on each other, and then all of a sudden you have this amazing idea.
It's better than you could have come up with individually.
Yes. Exactly.
That's the power of dialogue.
It's so cool.
It is cool.
I love that. So, okay, chapter 3, start with heart. I like this one.
That's a good one.
This is before you even go into a conversation, just checking your intentions. What do I really want here?
Absolutely. What is my real goal?
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in the I want to be right.
Yes.
I want to win. I want to get my point across.
Yeah, you want to prove your point.
Yeah, and you forget about okay, what do I really want? What's the bigger picture here?
What's the big picture?
Yeah.
What's most important?
Yeah, and they give a good example in the book about the unreliable friend.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So, you've got this friend and they're constantly flaking out on plans.
Well, right.
And you're so frustrated and you're ready to just be hey, what's the deal?
What are you doing? Yeah.
But if you take a second and you're what do I really want?
Right.
You might realize, what? I really value this friendship.
Mm.
What I really want is to,
right.
Stay friends with this person.
Maintain this relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to approach that conversation totally differently.
Yeah, you're going to come from a different place.
Yeah.
You're going to come from a place of caring.
Yeah.
And wanting to solve a problem together.
So instead of going in hey, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, guns blazing.
It's hey, I've noticed that you've had to cancel a few times.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Is there something going on?
Yeah.
I value our friendship.
Yes. I love that. Okay, so
good.
Chapter 4.
Learn to look.
Learn to look. Okay, so this is all about those moments when a conversation starts to go sideways.
Yeah, it starts to veer off track.
And we've all been there.
Oh, absolutely.
Where your heart starts racing, you feel the tension, you can feel it in your body.
Yeah, and, the book talks about these 2 ways that people react when they start to feel unsafe.
Okay.
Silence and violence.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so silence.
So silence is basically withdrawing from the conversation.
Okay.
Avoiding eye contact.
But shutting down.
Shutting down,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And violence is more about controlling the conversation.
Oh.
Through aggression or
So, interrupting.
interrupting,
Same call.
attacking, labeling,
Yeah. Yeah.
all of that.
Got it.
And, it's not just about the words we use, right?
Right.
Our bodies give us cues, too.
Yeah.
Like you might notice your chest tightening up.
Yeah.
Or, your palms get sweaty.
Totally.
Or, your breathing even changes.
So we're like detectives.
We are. We're like communication detectives.
Trying to,
Exactly.
pick up on those cues.
Pick up on the cues, both the verbal and nonverbal.
I love it.
And once you've spotted those warning signs,
yeah,
it's time to create a safer environment. Right?
Okay.
So, Chapter 5, Make It Safe.
Okay.
Gives us some strategies for doing just that.
Love it, love it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the most important thing for any conversation is that feeling of mutual respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when you feel respected, you're way more likely to open up, to share your perspective, even if things get a little tough.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's also important to establish a mutual purpose.
What do you mean by that?
So basically like reminding yourself that you're on the same team, working towards that same goal.
Yeah.
And that helps you move from me versus you to us versus the problem.
Right, right.
So it's a really helpful reframe.
Totally. And sometimes it's even okay to just acknowledge, hey, things are feeling a little tense.
Totally. Like name the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes just by saying that out loud, it can help diffuse the situation.
You could be like, hey, I feel like we're both getting a little heated here.
Exactly.
Let's just take a breath.
Take a breath, yeah.
Make sure we're both being heard.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so are we ready to move into...
You're ready to dive into how our minds can kind of sabotage our conversations?
Yeah, this is where it gets juicy, I think.
It does. It does get good.
A little self-reflection. Always good.
Always good.
All right, let's do it. So, okay, we've talked about, intentions.
Yeah.
And making it safe. But now let's talk about the stories we tell ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Master my stories.
Master my stories. Yes.
This is good.
It's a good one.
Because I think we've all been there where we've
oh, yeah.
misinterpreted something and then suddenly we're off to the races in our heads.
Yeah, you're creating this whole narrative?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they must think this about me or they must be doing this.
Yeah, that's their motivation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And the book gives a good example about the email oversight.
Oh, yeah.
So let's say you're working on a project with a coworker and they don't include you on an important email.
Right.
What's the first thing that goes through your head?
Oh, I'd be like, what's going on here? Am I not important? Did they do this on purpose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're oh, they don't respect me. They don't value my input. They're trying to leave me out of the loop.
Yeah, they're going behind my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reality is maybe they just forgot.
Yeah, they were just rushing or,
Right.
They didn't even think about it.
They hit reply all instead of reply.
Exactly.
So it's how do we separate the facts from the stories we're telling ourselves?
Right. Well, that's the whole point of this chapter.
Okay. Yeah.
Is to just notice that, okay, the fact is you weren't included in the email chain.
Yeah.
The story is they don't respect me. They don't value me.
Right.
Maybe, maybe not. We don't know yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So how do we avoid going down that rabbit hole?
Well, I think, the book talks about pausing.
Okay.
And asking yourself, what's the story I'm telling myself right now?
Okay.
And is there any evidence for this, or am I just making assumptions?
I like that.
And then once you've kind of, figured out what story you're telling yourself, you can choose to challenge it.
Okay.
So instead of stewing in resentment, you can just go to your coworker and say, hey, I noticed I wasn't included on that email about the project. Is there anything you want to fill me in on?
Just get the facts straight.
Just get the facts straight.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
I love that. Okay, so then chapter 7.
Oh, that was a good one.
State my path. Another good acronym.
It is a good one.
I love a good acronym.
Me too. It helps me remember it.
Yeah, it makes it stick.
Yeah.
So break it down for us. What does STATE stand for?
Okay, so STATE stands for share your facts, tell your story, ask for others' paths, talk tentatively, and encourage testing.
Wow. Okay, that's
a lot.
It's a mouthful, but it's good.
It's a mouthful, but it's good.
Okay, so let's say you're facing an unrealistic deadline at work.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Right. Instead of just complaining or shutting down.
Right.
How can we use STATE to kind of voice our concerns in a productive way?
Right. So the first thing you would do is share your facts. So you might say something like, hey, we have 5 days to complete this project, but it usually takes 2 weeks, even with a full team.
Okay, got it.
Right. Then you would tell your story. which is basically your perspective on the situation.
Okay.
So you could add, I'm concerned that rushing this project will compromise the quality of our work.
That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
And then you would ask for others' paths.
Oh, interesting.
So you might say, what are your thoughts on this deadline? Do you have any suggestions for how we can manage this workload effectively?
So it's not just about, like, stating your case.
Exactly.
It's also, like, getting other people's input.
Yeah, it's about inviting collaboration.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the T, talk tentatively.
Okay.
So instead of saying, this deadline's impossible,
Yeah.
you might say, I'm worried that the current deadline might be challenging to meet.
Okay, so it's like presenting it as your opinion.
Exactly. It's not an absolute truth.
It's not like a fact. Yeah.
And then finally, encourage testing.
What does that mean?
So you might say something like, I'm open to exploring different options. Are there any strategies we could try to make this work?
Got it.
So you're showing that you're flexible.
Okay.
You're willing to collaborate.
I like that. So you're not just coming in and like, no way, not doing it.
This is not going to work.
It's like, okay, how can we make this work?
Yeah, how can we work together to figure this out?
Yeah, I like that. So state
my path.
It's all about, like, standing up for yourself.
Yes.
But not being aggressive.
Exactly. It's like
It's assertive.
It's assertive, but not aggressive.
Without being aggressive.
Yes, I love that. So now we're going to move into chapter 8.
Ooh, yes. Explore others' paths.
Explore others' paths, okay?
This is all about becoming a master listener.
Ooh, I think we could all use some work on that.
Oh, for sure. Me included, especially in those high-stakes conversations.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in, like, our own anxieties and, like...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some good techniques for really, like, listening to what the other person is saying?
Well, the book talks about a bunch of different techniques.
Okay.
But one of the most powerful ones is mirroring.
Oh, mirroring. Oh.
So mirroring is basically just reflecting back what you're hearing.
Okay.
To make sure that you understand it correctly.
So you're not just, like, passively listening.
No, you're actively engaging.
Like reflecting it back to make sure you're on the same page.
Exactly. So let's say you're having a disagreement with a colleague and they say something like, I feel like my contributions aren't being valued.
Okay.
You could use mirroring by saying, so you're feeling undervalued in this project.
Okay.
Tell me more about that.
Oh, I like that.
And by repeating their words back to them, you're not only showing them that you're listening, but you're also giving them an opportunity to kind of clarify or elaborate on what they're feeling.
Yeah.
It's a really simple technique.
Yeah.
But it can be super powerful.
I love that.
In terms of building understanding.
Okay, so now we've explored each other's paths.
We've heard each other.
Now we got to move into action.
Yes, chapter 9.
Chapter 9.
Move to action.
Move to action. Love it, because all this talk is great, but
it's got to lead to something, right?
It's got to lead to something.
Yeah.
So what's the first step?
Well, the first step is to decide how you're going to make decisions.
Oh, interesting.
So the book outlines 4 methods: command, consult, vote, or consensus.
Wow, okay.
So the best approach will really depend on the specific situation.
Yeah.
And, the dynamics of the group.
Right, right.
But once you've made a decision, then it's time to assign clear actions, right?
Okay.
Like, who's responsible for what? What are the specific steps that need to be taken?
Yeah.
And most importantly, when are those things going to happen? What are the deadlines?
Right, so you got to have a timeline.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to have a timeline and accountability.
Yeah, otherwise it's just going to be like...
It's all talk.
All talk and no action.
Exactly.
And then, of course, follow-up is key.
Follow-up is essential.
How are you going to check in? Make sure everybody's...
Yeah, how are you going to stay on track?
On the same page.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So chapter 9 is all about,
taking action.
turning that talk into action.
Love it. Okay.
And, speaking of putting it all together, chapter 10 is all about integrating these principles into your daily life.
Okay.
And I think the key takeaway here is that mastering crucial conversations is an ongoing process.
It's not like a one-time fix.
No, it's not a one-time fix. It's about continuous learning.
Okay.
Practice, refining your skills.
And the book talks about, like, preparing with purpose before a crucial conversation.
Yes, absolutely. What do you really want to achieve?
Yeah.
What are your goals for this conversation? What are your goals for the relationship?
Yeah.
And also, learning from every interaction.
Oh, interesting.
So after a crucial conversation, just take a minute to reflect. What went well? What could have been better?
Yeah.
How could I adjust my approach next time?
Yeah, and also I think getting feedback from others can be super helpful.
Totally. Sometimes an outside perspective can help us see our blind spots.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it can be uncomfortable.
Well, for sure.
To hear constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But it's an opportunity to grow.
It's so valuable, though.
It is. It is. And so, Chapter 10 really reminds us that becoming a skilled communicator, it's a journey, not a destination.
It's a lifelong process.
It is. It's about making a conscious effort to improve our skills day by day.
Absolutely. And I know that you're ready to talk about the yeah, but moments.
Oh, yeah. Chapter 11.
Those are the messy ones.
The messy ones, the real life situation.
Right. Where it's like the solutions aren't always so clear.
Exactly.
And there's all these like curveballs.
Curveballs, yeah.
So chapter 11 is like the book's answer to...
It's like the FAQ.
Yes.
It is.
Like all of our like questions and anxieties about those really tough conversations.
It's for those conversations that feel like they could go off the rails at any moment.
Exactly. Like what happens when the person just like shuts down completely?
Oh, the silent treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they start yelling or like making personal attacks.
Right.
Like, what do we do?
Well, luckily the book gives us specific strategies for dealing with both silence and violence.
Okay.
Because those are natural human responses to feeling unsafe.
Totally.
Or threatened.
And it also talks about how to handle strong emotions.
Oh. Yes, which are like inevitable in crucial conversations,
right?
Like they're going to come up.
Right.
The key is to manage those emotions effectively so that they don't take over the conversation.
So that you don't get hijacked.
Exactly. And it also acknowledges that not all conversations take place on a level playing field, right? So it offers some guidance for navigating those conversations where there's a power dynamic.
Okay, so like talking to your boss.
Talking to your boss, talking to a parent, talking to anybody who's in a position of authority.
Yeah, those can be really intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good to have some tools to like...
Yeah, some strategies. And then finally, Chapter 11 reminds us to stay focused on what we really want throughout the conversation. Because it's so easy to get sidetracked or lose sight of our ultimate goal.
Totally, especially when things are getting heated. Yeah.
So, it's like having a compass that helps you stay on course.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Even when the terrain gets rough.
I love that. Okay, so chapter 11 is like your backup plan.
It is. It's your plan B.
When things...
And maybe even your plan C.
Yeah.
When things get really messy.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We've talked about what makes a conversation crucial.
Yeah.
How to create a safe space. Master our stories.
And express ourselves effectively.
Become better listeners.
Move to action.
Turn talk into action.
All of it.
But it doesn't end there.
Doesn't end there. We've got one more chapter to go.
Chapter 12.
Chapter 12, Change Your Life. How to turn ideas into habits.
Ooh, change your life. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all about, making these skills stick.
It is.
Right.
Yeah, because what's the point of all this knowledge if we don't actually put it into practice?
Yeah, it's got to become a part of who we are.
Exactly. It's got to become part of who we are.
And not just something we read in a book.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to be something we live and breathe.
So chapter 12 really emphasizes the importance of practice.
It does.
Right?
It does. The more we use these skills in real-life situations, the more natural they become.
Yeah. And the book also talks about the power of feedback.
Absolutely. Ask people you trust for their honest opinions.
Oh, that could be scary.
It can be scary, but it's so valuable. Because sometimes we don't see
ourselves clearly.
We don't see ourselves clearly.
Yeah.
And then the book also encourages us to reflect on our conversations regularly.
Okay.
So, after a conversation, just take a few minutes to think about what went well. What could you do differently next time?
So it's like a constant process of improvement.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's what chapter 12 is all about.
Okay, so we've gone through all 12 chapters of Crucial Conversations.
We did it.
We unpacked a lot of information.
We did.
So before we move on to the final section of our deep dive.
Yes.
What has stood out to you as the most valuable insight?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think for me, what's really cool is how it changes how you think about these conversations.
Yeah.
It's not about winning or losing.
No.
It's about connecting with the other person.
Absolutely.
And really understanding where they're coming from.
It's about building something together.
Yeah.
Rather than, like you said, battling it out.
Yeah. And it's wild to think that these skills can help you in any area of your life.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just like those big blow-up arguments.
Yeah, it's not just for the big dramatic moments, right?
Right.
Like you can use these skills when you're negotiating with your family about weekend plans.
Locally.
Or, dealing with a conflict with a coworker. Or even having a tough conversation with a friend who's going through something difficult.
It's like having this new awareness.
New awareness.
Of how you're communicating.
It's about being more intentional.
Yeah.
With our communication.
I love that. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
Ooh, I like a challenge.
Think about a conversation you have coming up that you know is going to be crucial.
Okay.
Maybe it's a performance review at work. Maybe it's a tough conversation with a loved one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a negotiation for a new opportunity.
I like it.
Okay, so you got that conversation in your head. Now I want you to pick one thing.
One principle, one technique.
Yes.
From the book.
That you can apply to that conversation.
Ooh, good idea.
So it could be start with heart. It could be state my path.
Yeah.
It could even be just like really focusing on being curious and understanding the other person's perspective.
Really listening.
Yeah, really listening.
And then just notice what happens.
Yeah, like how does it change the dynamic?
Does it help you stay calmer?
Yeah.
Does it lead to a more productive outcome?
Yeah.
Does it help you, maintain or even strengthen the relationship?
Yeah, I love that.
Pay attention to those things.
So we're taking this knowledge and we're putting it into action.
We're putting it into action.
We're not just reading it in a book.
We're experimenting with it.
Yeah, I love that.
And, it's like anything else.
Yeah.
The more you practice these skills, the more natural they become.
The more they become a part of who you are. So yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway from Crucial Conversations.
Yeah.
It's about giving you the tools.
And the tools and the confidence.
Yes.
To handle any conversation that comes your way.
And remember, even small shifts in the way you communicate can have a huge impact.
A huge impact.
On your relationships.
Your career, your well-being.
Your whole life.
Yeah.
So keep practicing.
Keep learning.
Keep having those crucial conversations.
Yes, keep those conversations flowing.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive on Crucial Conversations.
My pleasure. Always a good time.
Until next time.
See you later.